Hello and welcome to the Chatterbox Letters podcast. I have 5 questions I asked myself in general. I would like to share them with you so that you will understand what it is to know about my podcast. Let's go, and we are on a roll where my web weaved the Q&A. Okay, here's the first question. Why did I turn about writing letters into verbal letters? Okay, here's my answer. I felt writing letters was time consuming and time consuming to read out loud as well. And I love to read. So what better way to do it than to have a verbal letter by voice? That is my reason why I turned writing letters into verbal letters, so that people can have their letters written in their minds and by voice. Okay, number 2. Is the Verbal Letters podcast more demanding than other podcasts? I would say it's very demanding and very important for me to accommodate what I do on my podcast. Verbal letters are much easier to me. It's easier to recite the letter in your mind than to write it down on paper. All right, number 3. When will I start my first season premiere of the Chatterbox Letters podcast? As I said before, I have no updates on when that will be. Updates will be available upon any request day or night. And I say, being that I'm trying to get clientele, I'm still trying to get clientele to become a part of the Chatterbox Letters podcast. So whenever I get the clientele, I will update everybody. Number 4, are other podcast videos done in a timed manner on my podcast? Here's my answer. I do all my videos on a time, and it's a very timely manner. Not all my time frames are the same on any of my videos. My time frames are very varies, and it keeps on varying according to the video and how much time I spent on the broadcast. That's how I do all my videos. Yes, they are done in a timely manner, but all the time frames are different from one another. Number 5, what do I like about my podcast? What I like about my podcast is this. I love it when I can express myself to viewers, get them to understand and love my podcast. You got to get viewers to ride the boat with you, or there will be no podcast. What I love about it is I interact with my viewers, and it's a pleasure to have and to take with you. Okay, I would like for everyone to like, share, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification button to know when I go live, and ring that bell fiercely for updates on my podcast. And please, everyone, support my podcast. I really need your support. Please support my podcast. And the ticker always speaks volumes as well. See that ticker down there at the bottom of my video? Look at that ticker. That ticker is moving. And it's all the resources needed to support my podcast. I thank you for all of y'all ever done for me to make my podcast a success. I'm sorry I'm tripping up on my words a little bit tonight, but this video is pretty much worth it. I thank you for tuning in. God bless. And as usual, at the end of each video, I would say, thank you.